quick video on how to enable your printer that's connected to your router to be accessible from your Apple computer. In this case, I have the Asus WL600G router that has USB connection to act as a printer server as well, and I have the mono laser printer, Brother HL2040, and as you've seen in some of my other videos, I have an Apple Mac Mini, and so I'm going to take the camera, the tripod. The Asus WL600G has an USB connection over here that connects to the back of the Brother HL2040. Okay, now I've fired up my Mac Mini. I've gone to the system preferences and selected print and fax preference, and then as you can see, my Brother HL2040 has been configured here. And keep in mind that printer does not have a network card on its own, so that's why it needs to connect to the router via USB in order for it to be my network printer. Assuming, for example's sake, if I were to configure it again, I will click plus here. Alright, I'm going to bring that add printer window right into view on camera, and protocol leave it LPD, line printer daemon, and put in the address as your router's address. In this case, it's 192.168.1N1. The computer will be able to check that's a valid and complete address. Put in the name and put in the location. Say you wanted to put living room or something. Typo. And then the print using, you need to select here, select printer software, and then a pop-up window will appear. So again, I'll bring it into view as well. Okay, over here, and in this case, just type in Brother HL 2040. So you can just select this one, the CUPS version 1.1 scenario. You just click OK out of that. Okay, and the next bit is the tricky bit. That is the queue name. Okay, in this case, the queue name you would have I have this one already available as selection LPR server, but if you configure it the first time, you wouldn't have it in that list. After you're done with that, you click add, and you're done. Okay, but I'm gonna spend the next 1 or 2 minutes just quickly show you how I can get that LPR server name there in the queue. Okay, now you're looking at my Windows XP based laptop, and the reason why we need Windows, I think, is just that I don't know if it's for other manufacturer of routers as well, but for that Asus model, it only guides you through Windows computer, so it doesn't really cater for Mac, and the Mac computer itself does not have the capability to find out the queue name, unlike Windows. So once you followed all the instructions from the manual and the router, Windows somehow find out the queue name itself. And so the order of things is that after you install it in your Windows computer, you right click on that on the printer and faxes, and you select properties on the right click menu, and you should see this window appearing. Okay, and you go to the ports tab. Alright, and you highlight this one, the one that it's already selected. I did this again via by the manual of Asus. Alright, and then after I find that, I go configure port. Okay, and configure port here, and this one has the queue name populated as LPR server. Okay, so you get that name and you then put it into your Apple computer, and it should just work. Okay, so yep, hope it helps, and do post questions if you have any.